on some of our first videos that we did here at Outdoors with the Rushings, I showed you some wild strawberries that we had started here. They have since taken over this area. I'm not sure how well this shows up, but they are everywhere and spreading like crazy. I'm not sure this was the best idea. We had some flowers. I see some berries, but nothing like what the plant growth is. I don't know if this is going to work for our situation or not. So we may be doing something different here. But boy, they sure have taken off. I don't know if it was the mulch we put down that helped keep the moisture on them or what. But look at these. Look at all these runners. These are truly a white flower wild strawberry, real small strawberries, but real strong taste in strawberries. We had a field over here just across the road that had these growing in them when I was young, when I was little. We made strawberry ice cream out of one time, and it sold me on them. But apparently they don't have something they need in order to produce the actual good berries. But we did have a late frost that may have killed out a lot of the flowers, a lot of the berries itself. There's still a few possibilities here. And I know a lot of people might say that these are snake berries, Indian berries, whatever. These are not. Indian berries or snake berries have yellow flowers. These are white flowers, the true strawberries. Anyways, things are growing good. This can get a little precarious, scary for about the first 15 minutes. I'm gonna back on up here. I do have a burn permit. It has been raining. However, with the amount of smoke that it's throwing off, we may get a call from the fire department. We'll see. And this is a small pile. This is the smallest of the two. Once this gets out of the scary stage, I like the other one. I could be mistaken, but I believe there with the headlights on may be the fire department. Yep, I was right. That didn't take long, did it? All right, got the second pile going pretty good. It's been burning for probably 20 minutes or so. It's a big pile though. Check out that pretty little garden up there. Look at all that. Man, yeah. It's coming on good. We had maybe a ½ inch of rain last night. It's still pretty hot. I tried to clean up the edges, the fringes of the fire, and it's still pretty warm. I think I'll give it a little bit. All right, it's burnt down pretty good. It's time to fluff it up. We're over here at Dad's garden spot now, giving the young plants a little drink of water and trying to pull up a little bit of grass. It's not too bad. I do believe the watering has helped tremendously to get these seeds started. Once they get a little bit bigger, we'll put a little bit of fertilizer on them, and I'm sure that'll help boost them along too. Also, we got our tomato cages. We're gonna try 2 tomato cages on the cucumbers. Let them climb it, trellis it. Maybe they'll be easier to find. We got some sunflower seeds up there where Leslie is, where all the grass is. I don't know that I'm gonna take the hoe through all that, but we'll see. We will see. It's a beautiful morning here in North Carolina. Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, this morning we're gonna do just a little bit of, I guess backfilling. I don't know what the word would be.
Healing it up.
Healing it. That's it. Healing it up. I guess so that when it rains, that the water won't just come flooding down. This way, when the water comes down, the video doesn't necessarily show it on camera, but the water comes down pretty good off this hill back here where we've left it grass. We have actually taken and moved the garden down probably, what, 15, 20 foot?
Yep.
Because in the past, it's washed it out. So we're just trying to ensure that as it does continue to come down, hopefully.
Can we pull our flags up now?
Sure. Hopefully we don't get washed out too bad. So while he's doing the hard work, I am going to take and add some water to some of these plants. That way we'll make it rain, right, baby?
That's right.
We're the rain makers.
Yeah, well, however you got to do it.
All right, so I'm going to add just a little bit of water. All right, babe, so what are we doing?
We are transplanting these 2 biggest ones that were in the square pots
At the house?
Into these two holes here. We're thinking it's a squash. I'm about 98% sure, but there's always the 2%. So, stick that in the ground.
It should do well because we didn't mess with the root system at all. And it's got all that yummy, yummy black dirt. So, it should not stress bad at all.
All right, we're still gonna water it in, but
yeah.
It's already got blooms. I am pinching the lower yellow leaves off. It's needing to be transferred. It's probably used up all the nutrients in this square pot. Good root system.
Yep.
These are from seeds too, or from
Let me see that root system again.
Look at all that.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep, it'll do very well.
Build me a little moat around it.
Yep.
To help hold the water when we do water it, or a little bit of rain.
Little moat.
Yep. And we'll put a little water on it.
Okay, so now we've got a couple extra little watermelons, so we're going to take it and put it in the ground as well because we've got a hole. And no gardener likes an empty hole, right? Right.
We pour a little bit of water in these because it's such a shallow dirt. Oh. That's good. This native dirt here, this is brown. It's got a lot of clay in it. We've tried to amend it over the years, but I think we might have done more harm than good. It's not very organic composty, but we'll get there.
All right, here we go with our cucumber stakes, climbers, trellis. I'm not sure what you want to call it, but here we go. Our goal is to hopefully have these climb. I can see where it can be a pain at times when you're trying to flip over and you just picked cucumbers 2 days before and you got one 6 foot long that you didn't see. So maybe this will prevent that, right babe?
Yeah, well, it'll be neat to watch it anyways. It's gonna look good.
Oh yeah. If nothing else, it'll look good, right?
That's right.
We always say it's not a lack of effort on our part, that is for sure. We'll give it a gallant effort. Here is the popcorn, and I'll have to look back at what the name of it was. We're so tickled.
Here in our little raised bed, it's getting hit pretty hard with the heat. We've already pulled up the one big Swiss chard plant that was there, and the grocery store tomato seeds, they weren't growing at all. so I opted to stop that. I do know I got 2 onions that I had forgot about in the pantry and put them in here probably a few months ago, and their green has died back too, but I'm gonna try to find them. They're in here somewhere in this area. There's one right there. It's probably doubled in size. There's the other one. They probably doubled in size from what they were. It was one conjoined plant, and now they're nice, pretty round. They're a little small, but what do you know? Grocery store onions. We'll give that a try. I think we're going to clip some of this salad mix, just a little bit of lettuce and salad mix here, and give to Panda the rabbit, and get ready for something else to go in here. Or maybe just let it rest for a while. Roll it, put some more good compost on it, and let it finish out. My experiment with the tomato seeds, the grocery store tomato seeds, these were little small cherry tomatoes that were different colors, different styles, kind of in a mixed container at the Food Line grocery store. I had them to germinate and sprout in the Ziploc paper towel deal, you know, where you wet it and tape it to the windowsill. They sprouted out good. We had a couple of good starts on it, and then they died out. So this experiment is a fail for those. However, our suckers are taking off good. They are taking off good. These are the newest ones here that I didn't see on the plants, I guess, whenever I tied up the tomato plants, pulled the suckers off. They are thriving pretty good. These are big beefs and celebrities. Now the big problem or question is, what do we do with all of them? Do we give them away? I think that's what we'll do, is we'll give them away. Potato plant. Have y'all seen our potato plant lately? We got it in this grow bag with the hemp dirt, and it has finally taken off. We may have been a little late getting it in the dirt, in the ground, for it to not survive through the summer, but all we got in it's a little time.
Well, if need be, we'll move it into the shadier area so it's not in the hot, direct concrete heat.
We may try that also. All right, and our fresh herbs. This is the deal. The deal looks like it's coming in pretty good. It's kind of, I think it's supposed to be way bigger than that. A little bit of cilantro here on this side, and the parsley
didn't do nothing.
Nope.
I think the cilantro washed that direction because
it could have cilantro. Then the dill and the parsley did nothing. Well, I can say it didn't. There's a few little somethings here, and they've been in there for what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
I think what I'm going to do is move them to where they're not in the direct sun too, and see if that'll take it easy on them.
Good dirt, lots of water. So all we're doing is trying. This is how much rain we've gotten from a couple of storms in the past few days. 2¼ inches. Let me tell you, the plants sure are loving it. Last night's storm washed out some of the garden over here, but it looks like the plants have held their own. Didn't really affect the corn. Some of the sunflowers are knocked down, and it went right between the rows. You see that big ditch right in here? That's the main culprit. We got a big pile down here in the ditch we got to deal with. I think it might have wiped out a watermelon plant or two. But other than that, I think it fared pretty good. I would say the loomfa sponge plants are doing pretty dang awesome. I'm sure they loved all the hard soaking rain. It's the neatest thing. They grow the little holders, climb on to whatever they can. That's awesome. We're excited about this. We'd never grown the loomfa sponges before. Also, our lower plants, the tomatoes, looks like it's doing pretty well. That one there is laid down. I'm not sure if we're gonna put a string on it and hook it to the top of the trellis or not. We may try to do that. And the two squash plants in the corner, I believe it's gonna be pretty awesome. Got a few pieces of grass we need to dig out. But other than that, I believe it's holding its own.